What's up guys, I'm Chris and today you're watching a comparison video on the new Orphic Plus versus the old Orphic Plus by the 1914. Welcome to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group over on Facebook. This is going to be a short video. Basically, I've already done a review for the Orphic wallet quite some time ago. It's actually my third most viewed review. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of compare the two now that there is a newer version of the Orphic Plus out. What brought this about was that in the last few months, well, this last year, I've been doing a lot more strolling magic, and while I had been focusing heavily on mentalism, I have been doing a lot more magic this last year. So with that, I had started doing a card to wallet. Now I have reviewed other card to wallets before. I have used card to wallet in working sets before. However, I never really felt confident in using this effect because my palm was not great. Now, with that, I have been trying to get more into sleight of hand magic, and I have been learning the diagonal palm shift, which has improved my palm tenfold. So before I had been doing just a standard palm, and I had always had a lot of magician's guilt because I have small hands, and I know that even having small hands, you can palm cards with misdirection and yada, yada, yada. But in learning the diagonal palm shift, the palm placement has improved to where I'm not flashing anymore, which has increased my use of card to wallet. Now, there are many great wallets that work with card to wallet, but that's another video. So let's, I guess, stick to what we're talking about here. And that is the difference between the new Orphic Plus versus the old Orphic Plus. So the standard Orphic Plus was what I had been using as my everyday carry for, well, since this was released. So this one here is the standard, and it has got a lot of use. Basically, I just wanted to show this wallet because it's something I've carried with me for, I think, a year and some now. Now recently, as I had gotten more into card to wallet, I've been using a variety of different wallets, one being the FPS, which is a great card to wallet, but I wanted all the features that the Orphic has to offer. So when I started practicing with the old one, using the Plus, since I was doing more card magic now, I was running into the problem that I had in the beginning, and that is that the cards tend to get stuck in this wallet. So I guess without completely exposing how a card to wallet works, I will do this part under the table. So once you open the wallet, you see that the card is in the wallet. Now this one, it often gets stuck, right? You tend to have to pull it out kind of on a diagonal and then kind of shift it to bring it out. Now, what's causing that, I've actually taped it here to try and combat that issue. So I'll take the tape off, but with this old version, sorry, I should have did this before, but I wanted to kind of explain why I had the tape there in the first place. So with the old wallet, there is the lining here, okay, and this can become an obstacle when removing the card from the wallet. So the card goes back in the wallet. Now you'll see here that it often gets hung up on this piece of fabric right here. So when you go to pull it out, there we go. Now, the difference with that and this. So I guess one other difference I'll mention here right in the beginning is that I'm not sure if the leather itself is different, but it feels more soft. And the reason that I mention that is because unlike the old versions where it took some time to get the wallet to close and sit flat, especially when filled with your everyday cards and whatever else you want to carry, with this one, it took about a month of using, sitting in my pocket, opening and closing to be able to sit flat once it was closed. Whereas this one, as soon as it came to me, I filled it up, it opens, it closes, it sits flat. Now I'm going to empty it here. I might skip ahead in the video because this part will be relatively boring. Now, the difference between this, the lining inside continues throughout. So it starts underneath this pocket at the end, carries all the way through to the other end over here. So with that, you don't have that edge like the other wallet has where the cards are getting hung up. So now, when a card goes in, you open it up, and if I grab the card here, it comes right out without any issue, without any problem. Let's do it again here. Card goes in, open the wallet, and the card comes right out. So that's one big improvement with this one, is you're not getting hung up on anything. Now again, the other ones that I've noticed was the difference in the leather. I don't know if the leather itself is any different, but like I don't know if it's a different type of leather, but it feels a lot less stiff. So it opens, closes, no problem. There was no stiffness from the beginning, so I didn't have to break this in. So the card to wallet is definitely improved. The peak, all the functions and features that this wallet has to offer, nothing has changed there, right? There are some improvements that were made. Everything in this version is a little bit more loose, and that's not a bad thing. It's not loose to the point where cards are falling out or anything, but everything's going to go in and out much, much easier. So it's a lot more smooth. And the other difference that I noticed is the ID window. I think it's a slightly different plastic. I don't know if that really makes a difference. The old one is a little bit cloudier, and not to the point where it affects the functionality at all. It's still very clear, but I have noticed with the new one, it's a bit more, it feels a bit more flexible. I don't really know the word to describe it than this one. The other one here is that it's stitched a little bit differently, so you're not getting hung up on the ID window either, which I didn't really have an issue with the old one, but I noticed that it is stitched a little bit differently, the way that the ID window is attached to the new version, which is here, not here. I don't really know what else to show. There's the ID window. And like I said, it seems like things are a little bit more loose with this, so I don't know. I don't really know what else to say on it. I don't think there are any other changes, but overall, I do feel like this version is a lot better. Price is the same, features are the same, and if you don't own the Orphic, go check out my original review. I think it's a great wallet. It is my everyday carry. I love the Peak. I now love the card to wallet, and I really enjoy having that switch. One thing that I guess I will quickly mention is you get a lot of teaching with this wallet, and you get 5 different peaks. So one of the peaks are that you just simply move the wallet out of the way, as if you're going to do a drawing duplication, or if you're going to write the word that you're divining. And it's a really good peak because what you do is you move the wallet out of the way. And with that, you get your peak. Now, the issue with the other one is that it is quite stiff. So when it was filled, if it hadn't been broken in, which did take quite some time, it would kind of sit open, right? Whereas this one, right from the beginning, even packed full, it closes. So you don't have to worry about taking a long time to break this in before you can do certain peaks, which I think is really, really nice. So with that, I hope you got something out of this video. I hope I was able to kind of show some of the differences in comparison. Just by seeing, there's not a lot that I can really show you. They look identical, right? They just feel different and everything is a lot more smooth. So with that, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next review.